with leaders taking a position. But now AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi has made a big statement. Owaisi says, and I'm going to quote from what he says, we heard that the US president, and his forces captured the Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro, took him from his country to America. If US President Donald Trump can abduct the Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro from his own country, and in reference to Prime Minister Narendra Modi, this is what Asaduddin Owaisi is saying, and I'm quoting verbatim. He says, then you, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, can also go to Pakistan and bring back the mastermind of the 26/11 terror attacks. Here's what Owaisi said.
आज हमने देखा कि वेनेजुएला में ट्रंप ने अपनी फौज को भिजाकर वहां के एक जमहूरी तौर पर मुंतखब शुदा सदर को एक मुल्क से, उसी के मुल्क से उठाकर अमेरिका लेकर चले गए। नरेंद्र मोदी जी, अमित शाह, देवेंद्र फडणवीस, जब ट्रंप अपनी फौज को भिजाकर वेनेजुएला से कदमी को उठा सकता है, जब सऊदी अरब यमन में मुखल्ला के पोर्ट पर बमबारी कर सकता है, मोदी जी हम आपको कह रहे हैं, आप पाकिस्तान में भिजाकर जो मुंबई की सड़कों पर साजिश करने वाले 9/11 के जालिम लोग हैं, चाहे वो मसूद अजहर हो या फिर लश्कर तैयबा का वो जालिम शैतान हो, मोदी जी 56 इंच का सीना है तो भिजाकर उठाकर लाओ। अगर
So the domestic politics is also playing out. You heard that comment of Asaduddin Owaisi where he's seizing on the moment to draw a parallel. He's saying if Donald Trump can do what he did with Venezuela's Maduro, then the government, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, should also, allow forces to enter Pakistan and should bring Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed back to India. Let me go across to my colleague Rishabh, and Niyamika is also joining us on the phone line. Before I come to you, Niyamika, Rishabh, domestic politics playing out. There are many who are questioning this as what they are calling the silence of the government on the developments taking place. But now this statement of Asaduddin Owaisi, how do you read into it?
Well, India is yet to react to what happened in Venezuela and Maduro's, custody in United States. As of now, Indian External Affairs Ministry has not officially reacted to it. But opposition parties have come to fore to, throw questions at the government. We saw how CPIM was quick to, disannounce what Trump did in Venezuela. They also went on to say that this is against the international order. Now, Asaduddin Owaisi has taken a different step and says that when US can do it, why can't we? Remember, there is a very strong line from a Bollywood movie where when the protagonists say that the problem with India is that while the other countries do, in India, the leadership, or for that matter, the political leaders just speak ahead of turn, and that is what even Asaduddin Owaisi is doing. Yes, there could be plans, there could be military setups as well trying to do so. Talking about it publicly is in a way sending signs that India is also preparing to do something like that, and that is something that should not happen.
Right.
While on these issues, there need to be one.
Contrasted with the voices that came out during Operation Sindoor, when surgical strikes happened, when Balakot airstrikes happened, when India acted against terrorism emanating from Pakistan soil, there were some members of the opposition, members of the ecosystem, who questioned those very strikes on terrorism. Niyamika is also with us. Niyamika, I'm going to read out a tweet by Shashi Tharoor. Shashi Tharoor says international law and the UN Charter have for some years now been honored in the breach. The law of the jungle prevails. Might is right is the new creed. These are the kind of voices coming in from opposition leaders in India. They are questioning why is it that the government hasn't reacted so far. What is the strategy of the opposition vis-a-vis the situation as it's unfolding in the United States and also with regards to Venezuela?
Well, yes, indeed. We have seen that how the domestic politics has started playing out as not just Mr. Shashi Tharoor, but also the Kerala Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has slammed this move of the United States. In fact, RJD is also questioning the silence of the government regarding this entire matter. As we have seen that how Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan has also stated that this is basically an act of terrorism which is being done by the forces in Venezuela, as he has basically labeled the bombings as an act of terrorism and also a threat to the region's tranquility. On the other side, it is Mr. Shashi Tharoor who has also stated that the international law and the UN Charter have for some years now been honored in the breach. The law of the jungle prevails today. Might is right.
I have to interject and apologize. We'll have to take a short commercial break. For now, in the latest, it is Asaduddin Owaisi of the AIMIM who's citing Maduro's capture to seek the capture of Hafiz Saeed and Masood Azhar. Taking a short break, we'll be back with more news and updates.